Virgo, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th house energy, and I'm here to bring you your Scorpio full moon solar eclipse a lunar eclipse reading, excuse me, with the south node in Scorpio. So this is going to be south node in Scorpio, Taurus, north node reading. We are just kicking off that energy right now. We're in between eclipses. We just had the Taurus partial solar eclipse with the new moon. We had that about almost a week and a half ago. And now we're approaching the full moon lunar eclipse in the south node of Scorpio. So, since we're just getting into the Taurus north node, south node, Scorpio energies, which are going to last us approximately 18 months, the eclipse energy is here to help us eclipse out what we were dealing with, the karmic cycles from the Gemini North Node, Sagittarius South Node energies, right? So that we can bring in what we want for the Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node energies. Now, the thing is that eclipses are going on right now, right? Because eclipses help us to eclipse out what we don't need. So when we did the reading for the Taurus North Node, and make sure you check that out, go to the whatever playlist you want to go to for your sun or your ascendant sign, check that out, and you'll see that the thumbnail will be a picture of an eclipse. This one is like reddish. The Taurus new moon one is like it's like a golden color. All right, so check that out. That one focused on the Taurus north node. This one's going to focus more on the south node, but we will touch on the north node as well. Okay, and we're also going to focus on what's aspecting your north node and south node. So we're looking at this from an astrological standpoint. Okay, now the overall energy for your reading, Virgo, is the 9 of Wands. All right, that's Sagittarius energy. So this could be somebody taking a stand against something. This could be an energy of someone, doing whatever it is that they can, but it may be difficult for them to do what it is that they need to do. They could be, ready to give up or ready to quit. It's a difficult challenge for them. All right. But what we're looking at is your Taurus North Node. So your Taurus North Node is your 9th house. So these cards represent your 9th house. So it's the 5 of Pentacles and the Temperance energy, which represents Sagittarius, which represents originally the 9th house. Okay, so that's what's going on with your Taurus North Node. All right, your opposite polarity of the 9th house is the 3rd house. That's where the Scorpio South Node is. So that's where the toxic energies are that you're going to really need to eclipse out. That's where they're residing. And the cards represented for that energy is the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Now, astrologically, when we look at the 12 houses, we have the Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node. They are opposite of each other. So they're opposing each other. So the Scorpio energy, the toxic Scorpio energy, is opposing the direction you're supposed to be going as far as your North Node, right? Now, what's squaring that energy? Whatever's squaring that energy is what is a learning curve here. There's a lesson that needs to be learned. And so this energy is 90 degrees away from your Taurus North Node, and it's 90 degrees away from your Scorpio South Node. So it's agitating or teaching a lesson from both areas. So we're going to see what that's about. And that's your Aquarius energy. That's Saturn in Aquarius. Okay. So with the Saturn and Aquarius energy, that's your 5th house? No, that's your 6th house. It'll be the 6th house. Yeah, 6. So this is 9, this is 3, and this is 6. All right, so we're looking at the 9th, the 3rd, and the 6th houses. So when we're dealing with the 9th house and the 3rd house, we're dealing with ideas and views, ways of doing things, whether it's your, the 3rd house deals with different ideas, different lifestyles that you may have lived, different things you may have experienced. And then we're dealing with the 9th house. The 9th house is the wisdom that you've gained from all of those different lifestyles or ideas that you've experienced or participated in. And now you're going to choose one to go by, right? So when we talk about your ninth house, well, let's start with the south node, because the south node is where Scorpio is. That's where the lunar eclipse is, and that's where the full moon is. And we know that full moons are definitely helpful in getting rid of things that we don't want, right? And because we're dealing with really strong lunar energy, coupled with the full moon, which is the lunar eclipse, we're really eclipsing out energy that we looked at when we got the north node energy coming in, the partial solar eclipse that came in the new moon. That was energy to help us realize what do we really need to eclipse out from the last lunar cycle. So when we looked at the Taurus north node, right now, the energies that you are supposed to gravitate towards are the Five of Pentacles and the Temperance energy. So I feel like this is an energy of bringing balance here. This is walking away from things that no longer serve you, things that are not on the same path that you're on as far as your spiritual religious beliefs, as far as your philosophy on life. This is you, in the end, what you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be learning a lesson and bringing balance and walking away from things that don't serve you, right? This is Taurus energy, this Five of Pentacles. So, this is this could be financial deficits, okay? This could be lack of trust, lack of security of some sort, poor health as well, especially with temperance here. Temperance is all about, it could also serve as alchemical balances in our body, right? So this could be, walking away from sickness, okay? Now this is your ninth house. Now what's opposing that is the Scorpio South Node energy, and this is what we want to focus on because this is what we want to eclipse. So here we have the Six of Cups and the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands in reverse, actually. So there's Scorpio energy here with this Six of Cups, and this Five of Wands is Leo energy. So this is something I get, this is sexual for sure. So it could be just, having a lifestyle of multiple lovers. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why my throat's acting up. But this could be just an energy of having different lovers or different types of living different lifestyles that maybe you hadn't lived before, moving from one place to another, something like that. And so with this energy here, you're supposed to let that stuff go with the Five of Pentacles so that you can bring, spiritual balance to your life. Now, what's this? Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do. This is what's opposing it. So what's opposing that? The Six of Cups. Past energies, okay? Dealing with things from the past, past lovers. I feel like this is like letting go of past lovers or letting go of different types of lifestyles that you used to live that it's like, yeah, okay, I did that. Yeah, I used to hang out. I used to be a gangbanger, but I'm not no more. Yeah, maybe I used to be in this fraternity, but I'm not anymore. Yeah, I used to play in a chess club, but I'm not anymore. Or yeah, I used to be this type of situation, but I'm not anymore. Like different ideas, different views that you may have had, that you may have lived by. All of those things. You're like, okay, I've done that, been there, done that. Those things are in the past. So this is what your Scorpio energy is telling you, is to let go of that stuff, right? Now, where's the lesson at? What's the lesson? What is the reason why you need to let go of this? Well, we're looking at your, what is this? Your sixth house. Okay, so the sixth house has to do with priorities, right? Taking care of your health, okay? So some of you could have been living a really promiscuous lifestyle. And so now, taking care of your health is very important. So we have the King of Swords energy here, and then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, all right? So these are things that could have been giving you anxiety, things that could have stressed you out, because if the 10 minus the 1 is 9, right? 9s represent anxiety, stress, all right? And that represents, the 9 of Swords represents Gemini energy. And it's in the 6th house, which is a house that is ruled by Mercury, right? Gemini and Virgo, right? They're both ruled by Mercury. Virgo rules the 6th house. And the 9 minus the 1 gives you the 9 of Swords, which is Gemini energy. So you're dealing with mercurial energy. And now that Mercury is going in retrograde in the house of Gemini, we are in a stage or energy of looking back at why we looked at things the way we did, why we processed something the way that we did. Basically, looking at the facts of the situation, taking your emotions out of it completely, right? And bringing closure to that energy. So the Mercury retrograde is here to help us bring closure on top of all of this lunar energy, this eclipse energy. So this is all here to help us, to remind us what we went through, what we experienced. And then with this energy here, this is your Aquarius house, okay? Aquarius right now has Saturn there. Saturn's all about restrictions, all about it's outgrowing things. And then we have Aquarius there. Aquarius is all about forward movement towards your goals and your dreams, long-term stability, long-term success. So with your sixth house, you're cutting out things that are keeping you from long-term success, long-term stability. And with the sword energy, it's all about your thoughts and how you see things and dealing with the reality and dealing with the truth of things. Okay, so that is what's causing you to look at this energy down here, this South Node Scorpio energy, as in, okay, yeah, those things I used to do, but I don't do them anymore. With the Six of Cups in reverse, I'm leaving them in the past, right? And I'm moving towards my North Node energy. So, I want to get rid of those things from the past and bring balance to my life because I've learned lessons. I know what I'm supposed to do now. I've lived the lifestyles, I've experienced them, and I'm taking in the wisdom of the ninth house energy and temperance and bringing balance and closing out things that are no longer good for me, right? Healing my body is what I'm getting to. Healing your body as in taking better care of yourself because, this is the sixth house over here. The sixth house has to do with your health as well. So this could be you eating better. Maybe you used to eat out a lot. Okay, maybe you were doing a lot of things like these five wands. Each of these things could represent things that you were doing that were unhealthy for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? Could have been sleeping with multiple people. Could be eating bad. Could be not exercising. Could be smoking a lot, drinking a lot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of things that were taking a toll on your health. Okay, so for some of you, this is what you're looking at here, and you're going to be thinking about all of that and putting yourself in a perspective where, what, I need to take better care of my health because maybe my health is kind of shoddy right now with the Five of Pentacles and Temperance energy. That could be the case. For some of you, it could be your financial situation is kind of shoddy because, like I said, maybe you've moved around a lot, and so you never really settled roots or set down roots. Okay, and so now you're looking at your priorities here and you're saying, okay, I want forward movement with the Aquarius energy. So with the Nine of Swords energy in reverse, this is your Mercury retrograde because this is Gemini, right? So, I want to relieve the anxiety. So I have to accept the reality of things and I have to put priority in place, which is what the sixth house does. So Saturn is ruling your sixth house. And Saturn is all about limits. It's all about what works, what doesn't. It's all about being structured, right? And getting your shit together, basically. And then we have the Aquarius, Saturn and Aquarius. Well, here's Aquarius, right? So that's all about looking at the truth of things and taking action because the kings take action. So taking action to process this situation, to look at the facts, look at the reality. Maybe some of you are signing a lease and getting your own place. Maybe some of you are signing up for a gym, okay? But you're doing something so that you have forward movement and you're making that priority because that's what the sixth house does. It puts things in priority. What's most important, right? And we're dealing with health. So since we're dealing with the Five of Pentacles as well as Temperance, for a lot of you, this is just cutting out things that you were doing that were unhealthy. Let's take a look at the top five cards. So we got the Nine of Wands energy. Yeah, so, maybe there's things that you were doing, you're getting tired of the shit. Maybe you're seeing that it's not working out for you, you're getting tired of it. The next card we have here is the Hermit energy in reverse. Yeah, not healthy. The Hermit rules the sixth house. So it's like you realize that the things that you're doing, they're not healthy for you. You're not making priorities. Your priorities are not in order, and you know that they need to be, right? With the Two of Cup energy in reverse, this is you divorcing or separating from people, place, things, and ideas that are not healthy for you. Okay, with the Seven of Cups energy here, and then the Seven of Cups and the Emperor. Shit, hold on. Oh my lord, what's wrong with my... Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. The Seven of Cups and the Emperor energy in reverse. So this is you, realizing that you were in your head and you weren't taking proactive steps to take control. So now you're gonna come out of that energy, and you're realizing that you were letting everything else control you and dominate you. You weren't making priorities, right? Because the Emperor takes control, but the Emperor is in reverse. So maybe some of you weren't in control because it could have been some type of addictions, could have been food, could have been sex, okay? But whatever it was some type of lifestyle that you had adopted. And I do think with the Seven of Cup energy, it had to do with either food or sex or whatever it was. It could have been a multitude of things, but you're basically cleaning that up. So yeah, this is basically all about taking care of your health and not stressing over things. So let's get some clarity on the major arcana, which is Temperance. So tell me about Temperance. Temperance is clarified with the Ace of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah, rejecting all of that. The Ace of Wands in reverse is rejecting those things that you were passionate about, those passions, right? Those are desires, right? The Five of Wands in reverse. That's in your Scorpio South house. South Node house. So yeah, you're eclipsing all of those things that you used to do in the past, that you used to do on the low too. With the Six of Cup energy, that could be some things you did on the low, right? That nobody knew about in the privacy of your own home. So this could be things like eating late at night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, ordering and eating up mad pizza and stuff like that. Or you could be sitting up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe you don't sleep. You just sit and smoke and drink or whatever. Or maybe you're having intimacy with people, and you're not wearing protection or using protection or something like that. Right? So, because the Ace of Wands in reverse could also represent sexual desires, along with other desires as well. So this is you turning down these desires, rejecting, knowing that you have to put them to the side, and that, there's a time and a place. I feel like more so with the Temperance energy, it's all about, okay, my health is at stake. I can't be doing this shit every day, all day. It's like, okay, if I want to smoke some weed, maybe I just smoke on the weekends when I'm off. You know what I'm saying? And not do it every single day. Like don't overdose on it, because the Ace of Wands in reverse could just be you overdosing on your passions. Doing too much. But it also could represent the fact that you're restricting yourself and you're rejecting, doing it as often as you were. Whatever it was that you were doing that wasn't healthy. Okay. So that's what I got for you in reference to what you're going to be eclipsing out. So old habits, old patterns, that you were doing, participating in, that were not healthy for you. Maybe some of you went and got a checkup. You went to the doctors, or maybe you're feeling some sort of way physically, and maybe you're going to go to the doctor and see what's going on. For others of you, this could be about a work situation where you are at work. So with this energy here being your ninth house, maybe you're looking at a situation here with the Five of Wands and the Temperance energy, where maybe you feel like you may need to go on for higher education because maybe you're struggling financially right now with the Five of Wands, right? And so what's opposing that? That's your South house energy, your South node energy for Scorpio. So yeah, maybe in the past you couldn't decide what you really wanted to go to school on, because that's something that happens with the Gemini energy. The negative aspect of it. So we're looking at the South node in Scorpio. The South node is sometimes negative. A lot of times it is. It's because you got used to it, or it's something that you overindulge in. And for some of you, this may not be about food or addictions or anything like that. It could just be you making up your mind. One minute you're passionate about this. You work on that project. And then, another thing comes and you're passionate about that. Sometimes that's a negative aspect of the Gemini energy. And since this isn't a third house, the Scorpio energy is in your third house. This is something that you could have been experiencing. And so, in the past, you may have been a jack of all trade, master of none. So, what's agitating that for you is the fact that, look, I need to, with the Ten of Swords energy in reverse and the King of Swords, I need to focus on, with the King of Swords, the Aquarius energy, some type of study that is going to help to something that I will always be able to make money from, right, in the long term, because Aquarius deals with long term future growth. All right, something that is, it could be something in the sciences. Okay, studying in the sciences, right? So getting a master's or a PhD, because we're dealing with the ninth house, right? So you're going to become some type of scientist or master of something. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse here, this could represent, you not studying, right? Maybe you dropped out of school a couple of times. Okay, especially with this Five of Wands energy in reverse. So maybe this is you saying, okay, let me put all of that, those ideas and thoughts about me. Okay, well, I didn't want to finish, or something else came in the way. I feel like with this Five of Wands, like, for one thing, you could have been interested in something else, and then you got two swords here that say, oh, okay, now let me focus on something else. So then you go to another wand, and then you got another two swords, which could represent thoughts about doing something else. And then you drop that, and you go to, it's just like not being consistent. And it's not like you're not intelligent, because I know how my Saturn, I got Saturn and Gemini, so I know how this is. It's like, you can do a lot of different things. You're super intelligent, you're super smart, but it's like you lose interest so quick in something because something else interests you. It's like you got an interest in so many different things. It's like you have to say, okay, I'm really interested in all of these things. I'm interested in math. I'm interested in science. I'm interested in astrology. I'm interested in cosmology. I'm interested in chemistry. I'm interested in, you know what I'm saying? All of these sciences, right? I'm interested in them. However, I'm not able to devote all the time and energy that I need to all of them. So I need to choose one that I'm going to focus on and reject the others, right? Because I found out that I liked all these things in the past. These are the things I did like. But what's, challenging that is I have to figure out which one I want to do for long-term growth, long-term success. And I have to stop letting my thoughts and my ideas and the other things that I be doing getting in the way. I have to let those things go, right? And stay focused. Because the Ten of Swords in reverse, when this is upright, you're not focused. Your mind is everywhere, right? And so in reverse, it's like this is getting rid of that, thoughts over here, thoughts over there, thoughts over here. It's like there's a lack of focus, right? So you're getting rid of that. So this is what I feel like is going to be going on with you. You're going to be eclipsing that energy out. So this is what's going on in your South Node, right? Which is your third house. You eclipsing those old lifestyles, those old ways and ideas of doing things, and getting focused with the sixth house, with Saturn and Aquarius there. Getting focused on what's important, what's priority, and how to move forward with that with long term, so that it's not a short term thing like a lot of these things were in the past. Let's get some advice and we'll wrap this up. Messages for Virgo. Okay, here we go, Virgo. So yeah, this is interesting. It's like, why? See, this is what Mercury in retrograde is going to be making you think, and you are ruled by Mercury, right, Virgo? So this is the energy that we're all going to be in with this Mercury in retrograde, but especially for you because we're hitting your third and your sixth houses. Those are the houses that Mercury rules, right? So you're really going to be in an energy of, okay, why did I not finish school? Or why did I get so, gung-ho into smoking like 3 and 4 times a day every day instead of just doing it in moderation? Why can't I stop? What, you know what I mean? And it's going to help you to look deeper into the layers of why you were doing what you did, why you started it, what was the mindset that you were in, and it's just making you question everything that you've done and where you are thus far. If it's all about your education and your job, for some of you, you want to go on for higher education. You may have went to school, dropped out, took a couple classes, dropped out, didn't finish for whatever reason, and it's like now you're like, okay, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I finish? If it's all about a job and making more money, it could definitely be that you need to go back to school, right? So that could be the case. Why did I reject going to school before, in opposed to what's going on now? It could be because you got some financial situations that you want to be able to, take care of, and that getting that higher degree is going to help you, especially in that particular area that like technology. Like this is what I'm getting here with the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So some of you might be going into IT, right? Thinking about getting a degree in IT. And that would be a dope thing to do, because if you can get a degree in IT, a master's or a PhD, that's because that's what the ninth house deals with, the higher levels, or any other type of science, because the sixth house deals with health. So some of you could be going into be dietitians, right? Especially with this a temperance energy here, it could be, you could be doing something legally. Some of you could be writing as well, because we got the Ten of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords. So some of you could be into writing books. Maybe you started writing and stopped, stopped, and now maybe you're gonna just figure out what's up. Maybe you're trying to write this book, right? Okay, so that could be some of the things, and you're just trying to figure out, why did I stop, so that moving forward you can make this a long-term thing, and you won't let whatever little ideologies or mentalities that happened in the past get you to the point where it's like, damn, why didn't I finish, right? So that's what I'm getting for you as far as the energies that you may be considering eclipsing with this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse energy. So if this resonates with you or someone you know, let me know by leaving a comment. But please click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that way you'll know when I post. And if you need a personal, my information is in the box below. All right, Virgo, I love you. Thank you for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.